All right. Hey, Aries. So, you guys, I am doing a twin flame read, and I don't do these very often. Um, so, I kind of messed up on the water signs where I switched the titles and the pictures. So, and these were all just put out today. So, yeah, I hope I don't mess up like that. But, anyways, the twin flame read, what I'm going to do is break down the 8 major stages of what you're going through with your twin. From beginning to end. So before you met to the end, you could be in any stage of this. All right. You could just be a single person and drawn here, and you're drawn here for a reason. So I got to put that out there. All right. The only thing that I want to say about the twin flame journey is even if you guys are in separation, if there's been any physical abuse, like just straight malicious ugly abuse, physically at all, you guys, I don't feel like that's a twin journey. I feel like it's more of a toxic or a karmic situation. All right, and that's the only 2 cents I'm going to put in. I was kind of saying or putting it out there that this was the intention was set for the sun sign, but I don't even want to do that because I don't want to dissuade you from what your journey is and how you feel. All right, so kind of too little too late, because I did say that on some of the other reads for the other signs. But after kind of going through all of the other ones, I'm just gonna leave it to that. So you're gonna know this is your read by the start to end, to from the beginning up to the point that you're at. You could be in stage one, and if your energy matches, it's your read. All right, so I don't want to be long-winded. I'm just going to get right into it. So stage one is where you're at before you meet this person. So basically your energy before you meet this person that is your twin. Okay, so the energy that Aries is in before Aries meets their twin. So we have the Two of Wands coming out. All right, so with this energy right here, this is telling me, you guys, that it's not so much that you've been waiting for a long time or single for a long time, but I almost kind of feel like there's just this, I almost feel like you're in this energy of I'm better off doing life by myself alone without anybody, because there is no co-creation, there is no lit path with somebody. All right. But even surface wise, kind of thinking those thoughts, deeper wise, that co-creation is a thing. Walking the lit path with somebody is a thing. And navigating the potential to build an empire with somebody is a thing. So I kind of feel like you go 2 ways. It's like you don't believe it, but you do, but you don't, but you do. So I feel like you're going back and forth in this energy, and this is going to be right before you meet this person. So it's like you do believe in love, but I don't. It's like you do believe in it on the good days, and then a bad day happens and you stop, or we're having an emotional moment. So I kind of feel like you go back and forth. I do feel like you've been single for some time. I do feel like you've tried to go on this path before. It's not that you've been on a soulmate path or anything like that, but I do feel like you've navigated this path of co-creation, building an empire. I feel like you've done the bigger, better, brighter future with somebody before, and it didn't work. And it could have been a dating commitment to marriage. But you've done it before and it didn't work. And so I feel like you question that. All right. So stage two of this journey is the glimpsing of the one. So this is where you find this person. So you find this person strolling in. They could be an earth sign. I haven't really been doing the signs too much, but I feel like specifically it could be an earth sign. All right. But this is more so a depiction of a wounded warrior. So I feel like when you get a glimpse of this person, everything is moving really slow with this person. And that's because the Knight of Pentacles is an energy of somebody that's had a lot of wounds in the past. And I feel like you intuitively already know. You can tell by talking to them and what they say and how they act, that they've been hurt. And it's not that they're like, oh my God, I've this effed up relationship in that one. I feel like it's what they don't do, all right, that kind of makes you see that they're a wounded warrior. All right. With the Fool card coming out, this is the excitement of a new beginning. I almost feel for some of you, this is a younger person, younger than you. All right. It does not have to be, if it's fine if that part doesn't resonate, but I do feel like it makes you at least feel young. It makes you feel new to this whole game. All right. Where you've kind of gone back and forth with the universe. And it's not even that you're teeter-tottering. It's like you have your good days and your bad days. All right. And on this happenstance, you have a good day. But it's like you guys go through a week or 2 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever, and you can just tell this person's been hurt. But you're not discounting the opportunity of a new beginning on yourself because you too have been hurt in the past. All right. And with the Nine of Swords, here's that reflection. Like you know that you've both been hurt. All right, but I almost want to say what I'm feeling from this gathering of cards right here, Aries, is that there could be a I almost feel like I'm dealing with an empath and you're drawn to people who need healing, all right? But in the twin flame dynamic, you guys aren't meant to heal this one specific person. It's okay to be the catalyst for the awakening. It's okay to help them repair, but this is going to be different from anything you've ever felt. So you're not here to heal them and they're not here to heal you. It's instinctively we start that process, okay? So I felt from the moment the Knight of Pentacles dropped that you were dealing with a wounded warrior, and I feel like you can see that, and it's almost like the gift to the world right here between both of you is a new start. It's a new beginning. Okay. So stage 3 is going to be the falling in love stage, and with this stage right here, I feel like it could be mentally. So you guys are not expressing it wholeheartedly. You're not expressing love because I do feel like this is new. And we're not there yet, but on the twin flame dynamic, when we meet, we instantly fall in love, right? So it could be expressed. It does not have to be expressed. Okay, but stage 3, the falling in love stage. So kind of what you guys are going through is recognizing divine masculine energy. Like no matter what this person's been through, no matter what you've been through, Aries, you're it. Like, I know that you are the one I want to be with. Okay. And you can put that on whatever role you want. It's to me mutual energy. You're it, even if we're not expressing that. Okay. The Four of Swords in reverse. So all of a sudden we're like, we're coming out of that healing stage. We're coming out of this stage where we were in a pause where we haven't been with anybody. All of a sudden it's like, boom, let's jump out of it. Okay. And move forward with the Six of Swords. All right. So the falling in love stage, stage 3, I feel like you guys you instantaneously recognize that there's supposed to you're here for a reason. They're here for a reason. Let's jump into it. Let's jump out of it. We're not on a break no more. I almost feel like you guys come into this union and you guys it's no time being wasted. All right. So stage 4 is going to be the fairy tale relationship phase. Now, where a lot of the signs have bypassed this stage where they haven't even got to experience this, and they went from stage 3 to stage 5. But in the fairy tale relationship, the way I've pulled these cards is your envision of how it would be with this person, and it could be the reality. So it was either a vision or it actually happened. All right. The fairy tale relationship for Aries and the twin that they are dealing with, we have the Page of Wands, the Queen of Wands. I do feel like there is an older and a younger here, and the Seven of Cups. All right, so the fairy tale relationship to me says there's a lot of healing, and I kind of feel like what's going on here with the Page of Wands is endless inspiration. All right, there's going to be an endless opportunity for new beginnings. And with the Queen of Wands coming out, it's mutual energy. So you guys are very attracted to each other. Witty, funny. You make each other laugh. And I just see an abundance of opportunities coming out here. So anyways, the fairy tale relationship to me just it just seems like it's the honeymoon phase never wears off. It's never going to wear off. You guys are cute. You text, you call. It's like we're moving on to the next phase and we don't lose that amount of attraction for each other. It's like you could do nothing wrong, and even if I would have passed that off or been hot-headed before in the past very simply or easily, we let it slide. And with the Seven of Cups, I feel like this part of the phase on the fairy tale aspect just means maybe doing in the physical, doing more than you've ever done before. If you were a homebody before, you're venturing out more and, turn it around. So, like, even if you guys never made it to the physical fairy tale aspects, it's the envisionment of everything that you're going to do, everything that you're going to accomplish, everything that you guys can envision. I just feel like there's just the opportunities are endless with this connection. And very, very much, I feel like this is a very sexual connection. You guys are very connected in that aspect. There's not too many pulls I've had on this, but I feel like the sexual chemistry and energy is like off the chart with this. All right. It's like somebody making somebody feel like they can take care of it, while the other person, the older person's making, it's like the younger person's making the older person feel like they haven't aged a wink. I don't know if that's inappropriate to say, but I just feel like, okay, you guys, there's you're keeping each other young and then keeping each other alive. All right, I'll say that. So in this case, I don't feel like you guys have ever actually came into a full-blown relationship or commitment. But I feel like it was both on the forefront of both your guys' minds. So in stage 5, we have the outer turmoil and the inner purging. So this is kind of where stuff is starting to shift. All right, so this is kind of where shit gets a little shady or shaky. We have the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. So I don't feel like reading anything in reverse right now. You guys could be seeing 999, which is just an indication that the cycle is about to change from whatever stage it's at now. It's going to turn over into a new stage. Okay, so with the outer turmoil and inner purging, what I feel is stuff starts to get really deep with you guys. Okay, it's almost like you guys have a very high regard for each other. All right, but it's almost, I kind of feel with the Nine of Cups coming out, it could be much more of a lustful feel, either on your end or the person that you're dealing with. I almost feel with the Nine of Cups in this case right here, with the outer turmoil and inner purging, I almost feel like for this situation, Aries, it's more lust than it is actual love. And we have this card right here where it shows that you guys hold each other in a very high regard. All right, but it's almost like, it's almost to the point of who else is coming in. I almost feel for whoever I'm talking to, it's like you guys have blocked all the other energies out, which is not healthy. Okay, so in a twin flame dynamic, I almost feel like it's okay to be consumed with somebody in mind, body, and soul, but what's the point of consumption? Because whoever I'm talking to right here, I almost feel like you guys are not letting anybody else in. And that's not healthy. This is not what a twin flame is supposed to be. The twin flame is you go on about your life, I'm going to go on about mine, especially while it's new, especially when you're dating. And I feel like what happens in this situation is y'all come together and it's like we explode each other's energy all over, and we don't give anybody else the time of day, and that's not healthy. That's not what the dynamic is supposed to be. And I almost feel like opposed to having wounds and hurts of past relationships, this is I almost feel like it's a codependent energy where we block everything else out to have this one person, and we put this one person at the very top of the list when that's not how it should be at all. All right. The reason why I say 999, we have the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. And so this is an indication that whatever cycle you're on, whatever stage you're on, that one's about to change and there's going to be a start of a new cycle. All right. So what I feel right here with the outer turmoil and inner purging is potentially that I feel like somebody has pulled back their energy because of the recognition of the codependent issues that are going on. I feel like there is codependent issues, and that's fine on a twin flame journey. There is no abuse on codependency, but you guys will make each other feel bad because of whatever you know, like maybe some narcissistic traits. All right, but that's not the end all be all. On the twin flame journey, these twins, they wake up. They're gonna wake up to how they were. All right, and you never lose your love for them no matter what. But you know it's not healthy staying in this cycle. Okay. So stage 6 is the runner and the chaser. So basically, somebody's recognizing that somebody's being codependent. Somebody's put on this pedestal, and it's not even that the other person isn't putting this other person on a pedestal. It's more like, whoa, calm down a little bit, you know? I kind of feel like that's what's going on between you guys. All right, so in the case of the next stage, the runner and the chaser, I'm going to put the runner over here and the chaser over here, and whatever is applicable to you. All right, so on the runner's dynamic, we have the Ace of Wands. So this is telling me I like to start something and maybe not finish it, possibly. All right, that's the malefollical card. So that's in and out energy right here. It's inspiration, it's happiness. Hey, I'm glad to see you again. But where is that? What did I just say earlier about lust? We have the Hermit card and death. Okay, so on the runner dynamic, or the person that lies over here, what I feel, and this might have to be a roles reverse thing, but what I'm going to say over here is that whatever happened in the past obviously and apparently does not work before. It doesn't matter if I hold somebody at a high regard. If I cut people out of my life, that doesn't matter. It's not going to change. All right, so basically what I feel the runner is going through is we can't do that. We can't hold somebody. We can't worship anybody. And I kind of feel like that's what's going on here in the case of the runner side. All right, with the Hermit card, there's self-reflection and then death, which is rebirth. So knowing that we have to change how we perceive the other person. And it's not just this one person, it's how we perceive everybody in our past. Okay. I almost feel like on this runner dynamic right here, I almost feel like this potentially could be the chaser, but I don't want to say that wholeheartedly, because what I feel is going on here on the runner dynamic is I'm good if I give what I feel like this person needs. All right, but in the hermit mode, it's like I know that it's wrong to think like that. And with the death card coming out, it's like I know I need to transform the way I'm thinking, because it's not all about lust. And I felt lust was a very heavy thing right here a couple of cards ago. And I feel like that's coming out right here, and this person knows that something needs to change. You could have a big dick and please people out of the yin yang, but you know that that's not the way of life. All right, and I'm sorry to say that, and I'm not trying to project that part on men, but too, it could be you're a woman and you like to please, and or a man and you like to please. It could be whatever you think it is. It's gonna please this, and it's not. That's not how it's supposed to be. And it's like you already knew that before. You've known that going into every situation. It's not. It's lust. And I feel like intuitively, Aries, you knew it was lust. You know it's lust. This is what you're correcting, all right, on this situation right here with this person right here. The reason why you were drawn here and the reason why you're watching this is what you're here to correct, because this is not lust. This is actually a very loving, fulfilling relationship that's going to blossom here. All right, so on the chaser end, we have the Ace of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Page of Cups. All right. So on this aspect of it, the chaser aspect of it, what I feel is going on here, or what this person needs to heal. Um, so these right here are all win cards. This is all new win victory. All right. And I almost feel like we're dealing with one person that wants to please and one person that feels like they have it in the bag no matter what. Okay. So it's like, I'm not gonna name blame anybody for any situation, but I guess what I feel in the chaser aspect of this read, okay, is we have somebody who's always looking for the win. All right, always looking for the goal. And I kind of almost feel like with the Page of Cups energy is either giving or accepting breadcrumbs as a way of winning. If I don't give too much, I still win. All right. And I feel like you could either be made to feel that way, accepting breadcrumbs from somebody, or giving breadcrumbs to somebody. But either way, what I feel in this situation right here is I mean, if you just look at these two right here, I feel like this is very sexual energy. And I know the Ace of Swords is not a sexual card. The Ace of Wands is a representation of the male phallical, but I feel like we have two energies here that I feel try to accomplish things by pleasing people. And I feel like you both are very, very similar in that we're not here to please people. And I feel like this is a very lustful read. And I feel like the idea here on the runner's end is to realize that you can't just give what you feel people want and then leave and be scared of of a new beginning. And I don't even feel like the runner on this case has lived life long enough to. I mean, I don't want to say that because I don't want to judge, but what I feel is that this energy right here has actually had a pretty good life, and maybe just took advantage of some situations, and that's how they chose to keep moving on. I almost feel like these two energies have had a very successful life. It's not like I don't see a lot of turmoil other than it's like our own self kind of projecting. Like, I don't know if that makes sense to you guys or not, but I feel like I feel like you guys are very young. It doesn't have to be, but the emotion Wadi could be very young. All right. And I almost feel like this chaser energy is as long as I get what I want, I'm going to say what I have to get what I want. And that could be, I feel like a chaser mentality. And this one's right here is like, as long as I give what I want, or as long as I give what they want, I'm giving it. And, I feel like that's a runner mentality. I'll just give them what they want and they'll leave. I'll just say what they want and then they'll come. All right. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but I feel like this is just kind of amped full of sexual energy, you guys. And it's okay to be on the twin flame journey and be pumped full of sexual energy. I feel like right here we have a key and a lock. And I feel on the twin flame journey, every lock has a key. Okay. But I feel like I don't know. This is going to be very specific, and I don't want to run into a lot of detail, but basically on the runner and chaser dynamic, wherever you place yourself, if you say what you want to get what you want, all right, that's what needs to be healed. And if you give what you want because you feel like that's going to correct the problem, that's what needs to be healed. And I feel like that's the two energies that we are dealing with here. All right, so it's breaking down in the past and thinking about major ways that these ideas have impacted you. Okay. Anyway, I got to move on. So in stage 7, it's the surrender and the dissolution. All right. So after this separation, and you guys are kind of contemplating and going over this and healing this energy, the surrender and dissolution comes next. All right. So we have the 5 of Cups. And this is surrendering to the past. This is, I feel like, actually making amends with the past, even if it's just you and the universe. This is not a verbalized thing right here. All right. This is going within and healing the past mistakes. All right. The Queen of Swords, being honest with yourself about how you want to treat people and how you want people to treat you. Okay. being equal and coming out of this energy right here. The surrender and dissolution is knowing that what was in the past is not working for you at all. All right. And releasing that energy and how people think and their perspectives, like releasing that, because really, who gives a fuck, Aries, what people think about you? I'm a Scorpio and I don't care. I'm just like, I don't care. I have no time for it, you know? And I feel like you guys are going to be in this energy where it's like, who gives a fuck? I'm sorry, excuse my language, but in this energy right here, y'all are like, who gives a fuck? I don't care. I don't care. In the past, I might have, but I don't care anymore. I don't care what people have to say. I don't care what they do. Tell somebody else who cares. All right. I feel like this is a surrender and dissolution where you guys might have cared in the past what other people think or how people projected onto you. You're like, my life is not lived through your eyes, and I don't care about your perception. I'm living it now. All right. Where beforehand, it might have mattered to you guys how you present yourself to the object of your affection, even. But this is where you guys come in and you guys are coming back together, and you're like, I don't care. I don't care how you were. I don't care how you were. All right. And then the last stage is stage 8, which is oneness. And this is kind of how you guys are coming back together after the dissolution, after the surrender. All right. After letting go and release to the universe. So it's not something that we're pressuring. All right. We have the 3 of Pentacles. And I feel like you guys are very much best friends. As a side note, I feel like I am talking to I'm not going to say it. Never mind. You can ask me what I'm going to say in the comment and I'll tell you. All right. But I feel like I'm talking to 2 very, very strong-headed people. All right. With the oneness, we have best friends, partnerships, success moving forward. So you guys are going to come back into union on a positive note and kind of forget. And look at this, you guys, the King and the Queen of Swords coming out, divine masculine and feminine energy, a knowingness that you guys are meant to be together. All right. Without a question, without a doubt. And here in the oneness in union, you guys are going to feel each other's energy. You're just going to feel it. You're going to start spying. You're going to start seeing each other online. Somebody's going to comment. You're just going to start seeing energy pop up, you guys, and it's going to come back together. All right. And that's how you know union is formulating. And that's how you know this is all going to turn out for the positive. And at the bottom of the deck, the 10 of Cups. So wish fulfillment, you guys. And it's after we dissolve all of this past behavior. And I don't know what stage you're in. Truly, to be at the end, you have to be a very, very matured energy. And I hope that you are. But I'm going to leave it right here, Aries. I do hope you guys will comment. Let me know what stage you're in, where you're at, and who this resonates with. And I love you guys so much.